Hey everyone, it's Jody, and I'm going to show you how I made this fabulous card. I'm using the new Centerpieces Spooky Window Dynamics on a piece of steel gray cardstock. I'm going to snip off the spider so that I can use just the window portion. I'll hold it in place with some post-it note tape. That way it doesn't shift while I'm die cutting it, because we will be using the negative portion of the die cut, not the positive portion. For the spider, I'm going to use some adhesive sheet from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and I removed that strip, I have no idea why, put the black cardstock on it and cut around. That'll put adhesive directly on the surface of the black cardstock, and then die cut the spider out. Okay, that's already been done. Now I need to remove all of the bits that we don't need from the Centerpieces die cut. I usually use my paper piercer for this. It's quick and easy. Look how cute that is. Okay, the spider, I'm going to remove it and then save the leftover. Just remove the liner on it. Then I'm going to dip it into some awesome glitter that's sold in the MFT boutique in Eustis, Florida. So now I have a sparkly black spider, and my fingers were sparkly also. Okay, now this is what it looks like on the backdrop of the card, and I'm getting out all of the colors that I want to use with it. I'm going to smudge a gradient background on it, starting with Banana Split. Then I'll go into the Lemon Drop, and these are our premium dye ink pads from My Favorite Things. Now I've started with the rectangular one in the orange fizz, and I don't like it at all, so I've gone back and used the circular one again. What I do is I reverse the order back just to continue blending the edges. I don't want there to be a really strong edge between any one color. So I go through, add a color, go back in, blend with the next lighter color, just like I'm doing here, all the way back down. It transfers some of the color, but it also helps to give you a nice smooth finish. Just continue messing with it until you're happy with it. So now I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and this is from the Spooky Sentiment stamp set, stamping in Versamark. And I've got some white embossing powder ready. Use my embossing buddy. Stamp down, and then I will sprinkle some white embossing powder on, tap off the excess. I use a paper piercer to get every last granule that's out of place off of the paper before I melt. And then I'll grab the heat tool and melt the sentiment. You can actually see the embossing powder melt there. It's really cool. All right, now I'm going to add some foam tape from Express It by Copic. And I'm using a thick width on it. I don't want it to be weak in any areas or collapse. And I'll even add another strip of foam tape up there just because I want everything to be nice and firmly covered. Of course, I'll lay my background in the opening with the darkest part at the bottom. Look how cool that looks. All right, and then we're going to put some Express It tape down. I ran out there, so I'm going to finish it up with red line tape and remove all of the liners and adhere it to the card base flat. The card base is a piece of 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut long ways and then scored at 5.5 inches. All of my vertical cards generally are top fold like this, and I'm using my score buddy to score at that 5.5 inches. It's my favorite Teflon bone folder from Ellen Hudson. All right, and then I'm just putting that down on the card base. Last step is to add that glittery spider on with just a touch of glue and using my crystal katana to put it into place. And that's it for this card. Quick, easy, and a really cool effect. Thank you so much for watching, and please visit me at confessionsofaribbonaddict.com.